Alright, hello there, this is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College, and as promised I'm going to continue on. I am building the gym project that I gave for JavaScript JSHOT3, and so far I'm not putting any CSS in it, but so far you've seen that I have added the home page. Alright, and it's time to add another page, and I've just decided I'm going to do it in this order, so I'm going to do the FAQ page next. Alright, as of right now, there's nothing basically in here. So if I run the page, as you'll see, there it is. Okay? So again, there won't be a whole heck of a lot in here. Alright, again, I'm not worrying about setting up the nav bar or anything else. Making it horizontal as opposed to vertical, etc. Alright, so I guess it's about time to come in here. In my main, I'm going to give it an ID of FAQS. Alright, so I can use that later. I'm going to get rid of the H1 tag. Let's put in here about frequently asked questions. That's good. For now, I'm just going to get rid of the section and the aside. Maybe I'll bring them back later. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But as you can see, what I'm going to do is set it up exactly, or pretty much exactly the way it was in the book. So we had an H2 tag, an A link, an href that doesn't go anywhere, and then we had some text. So the first one is, what is BMI? And that A tag. And that H2 tag. After that, we've got a div. And inside of the div, we have a paragraph. And what did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5, I believe. Maybe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4... I think 6. So we have 6 of these. Alright, so to make my life a little bit easier, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this in 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to have to change my headings on each one of these. We've got, what is BMI? Who invented BMI? Why is BMI important? How is BMI calculated? When should BMI be used? And I think the last one is, what are the BMI classifications? Okay. And I gave you all the text that goes in here. So we're going to take a look at it and see if it works or see how it works, etc. So here's, where's the... Well, that wasn't right. Oh, then we must be under FAQ, I would think. There we go. There we are. All right, so we'll open this up. So the first one is, what is BMI? So I'm going to grab that. And pretty it up just a tad. Sorry, I'm not trying to waste my time or your time. But if you give me about 2 or 3 minutes, I should be able to just about finish this page up. All right, there's the end of paragraph 1. Paragraph 2 was, why is BMI important? Should just keep bouncing back between these two, I guess. There's my home. Oh, don't have that. All right. Where are we here? There we go. So, who invented BMI? Well, I put, okay. All right. Well, let's just do this. That should have gone here. So what is BMI? Then who invented BMI? Sorry. And I would have had no problem with you playing with the font size in this, playing with the font type in this, whatever you wanted to do. You could have gone to that bicycle ipsum and added more text, below it or whatever. Like I said, this was purposely meant to be quite freeform. You may or may not agree with that while you were doing it, but again, that was the rationale behind it. All right, so there's my second one. Now I want, why is BMI important? Again, this wasn't necessary either. In fact, if you'd put it in as a complete one big long string, that would have been just fine. That's the way you actually see it a lot of times online. The reason I like doing things like this is that at least you can see everything that I'm doing. There is nothing hidden, so to speak. And as you can see, it really and truly doesn't take too long. I'm half done. And, I've got 3 more to go, and how long did that take? All right. So, how is BMI calculated? Whoops. Why I keep doing that? All right. Next, when should BMI be used? And then we'll come back and finally finish it up with what are the major BMI classifications. Then finally, again, what are the BMI classifications? Now, I didn't do this, but I was wondering, as I took a look at it now, if possibly I should have put this in an unordered list. So even though it's in a paragraph, I'm going to try that anyway. If it doesn't work, I'll just pull it out and put it back into a paragraph. So. All right. Finally, in my unordered list. All right. Now, I'm looking on here, and I think the only thing that I have left to do is to add my, down at the very bottom here, I've got this, but I don't want main. What was that in here? It was called, this isn't the one I want. It was called, is that the FAQ? So I've got to find that. I don't know what I did with that. So let me, I had been keeping, maybe it's under code snippets in here. Muroc, is there an FAQ? FAQs, FAQ.js. Copy that. And we'll see if this works or not. It's FAQs.js. All right, well, time to check it out. It may not work, and if it doesn't, I'll have to go back and take a look at why it doesn't. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Well, I guess I'm going to have to come in and all the information is there, but it sure doesn't look very good. And again, as you already know, there is absolutely no, I put in absolutely no CSS. All right, so let's take it back from the top there. All right. IT equals FAQs. In fact, let's open that up and see if I'm missing anything in here. So under my JS, FAQs. All right. H2, grab the div, class, okay. Now I'm looking at my notes here. I'm trying to see what I've missed. Don't need that anymore. It's just these two things. So let's see. Yeah, got that set. It's good. Again, I don't have a style, so that could be what's goofing it up, but I don't really think it is. That my header. got my nav, and I'm down in the main. Trying to see if I missed anything here in my main. Taking a very quick look. I didn't notice anything. So, tell you what, because I don't want to, it's already 15 minutes in. I'm going to take just a couple minutes to debug this, and then I'll be right back. So I'm going to pause for a minute. Alright, so a couple things. First of all, I really should have added some CSS to this. But I did a little bit of massaging around with the toggle function. Okay, made sure that I was set my H2 tags. Okay, and I did have to go in and make some changes into my CSS file. Alright, such as, well, I centered this. It's going to look a little funky. In fact, if I get rid of the text align center, this will probably end up looking a lot better than it does right now. So I'm going to grab that and oops, get rid of the aligning. But I want to set the background, and then when the minus class is up, set the background either the plus or the minus. Alright, by default I don't want the divs to display. Again, my paragraph and my UL, I just made them blue. No big thing there, but again, this is going to look better if I don't align this. And when it's open, meaning I clicked on it, I want to display it in block. Now, if you look at it right now, it looks really bad because this stuff is over here and I centered this. But by taking that text align out, so you can see what happens. Again, this would need some styling. But the idea is, or was, with virtually no code, I had to massage a couple things, but basically I've got everything in there that I need, all right, to get that page done. So that's about it for here. I'm going to come back, and next I think I'm going to do the About page. Again, sorry, I realized I wasn't doing these things exactly in order. But I will do the About page next. So again, this was the FAQ page. I will come back and do the About page with the image swap, and I'll do that in just a couple minutes.